Please put your hands together for World Barista Championship competitor number 52, Barista Champion of Denmark, Rasmus Gamrath! Judges, would you like to come in and introduce yourselves? Judges? So, Rasmus, when you're ready, if you want to raise your hand, that will signify the start of time. I wish you the very best. The floor is yours at your own time. Good luck.
Time. Okay. Are we going or? Yeah. Super. Hi, judges. Thank you so much for taking the time today to let me share my coffee with you guys. When I first decided I wanted to compete, I set up a few ground rules for myself I wanted to stick with. One of them being that I wanted to incorporate as much as possible from my daily work in the bar and really show you why I think that being a barista is probably the most awesome job you can have. Secondly, I wanted to make sure to brew you guys black filtered coffee because that is what we have a long and strong tradition for back home in Denmark. And that was how I started to drink coffee myself. Lastly, I wanted to really make sure that I keep the coffee for you guys as clean as possible by serving it. By doing this, I think that makes for a little bit of a simple presentation, but when we serve coffee black, that is truly where we have it at its biggest potential, and I think it's where it shines through, where it's best. First off, I'm gonna start by brewing you guys a filtered coffee that I'm using for my signature beverage later on. Just gonna start here. So the coffee I'll be using today is a Kenyan coffee. It's from a wet mill named Kieni in the Nyeri region. We've been working with Kieni for the last 4 years, and they have just continuously produced an amazingly high quality of coffee. The coffee is a fully washed coffee. It's of the variety SL28 and SL34. It's then sun-dried on raised beds. And besides these facts, it's also my absolute favorite coffee. So I hope you will enjoy. For this particular filter brew, I'm using a little bit of a lighter roast than I will be using later on for brewing my espressos on. So, back home in Copenhagen, I work in a place called Torvehallerne, it's a coffee shop in Torvehallerne. And Torvehallerne in itself is a big market hall where people sell sort of good, locally produced products. So often we will have guests coming in who is not just specifically there to say hi to us and drink our coffee. So we will have people coming in who have never tried good specialty coffee before. This is great for us as baristas because then you get these people coming in and you can give them an experience and really open their eyes up and show them what an amazing product coffee can be if you give it the tender and the care it needs. One of the things that never stops to amaze me when dealing with these customers is that we can take the exact same bean and depending on how we have brewed it, how we have roasted it, how we have presented it, we can really give them different experiences. Today I hope to share some of these experiences with you guys. just gonna let this here run through, put it aside for the signature beverage. Then I'll be starting to prepare your espressos. The espressos I'll be brewing today is extremely lightly roasted. It's will have a very high acidity and a very nice sweetness. I'll be right back. Just gonna perch one to begin with. Besides the sweetness and the acidity and the oily body, for me, one of the things that makes this espresso really amazing, please make sure you have to stir it well before drinking, is the aromas. In my nose, I get a marzipan, and then I get a finish of these intense, dark berries notes. Really hope you will like it. I'll be preparing your cappuccinos.
Let's give it up for the espresso course. Combination with the Chianti espresso and the cappuccino works out really nice. The sort of acidic espresso combined with the creamy milk for me makes for a light and easy enjoyable cappuccino. Please dig in right away. The milk I've chosen is good for the coffee flavor, but unfortunately it breaks down just a little bit. There you go, sir. I'll be right back with yours. Another thing I really like about the combination with the Chianti in this cappuccino is that when we have inexperienced coffee drinkers coming in to our coffee shop, we can serve it to them because it's not as strong and as heavy as other coffees. But we can also serve it for our regulars who comes in every day if they want something a little more delicate than what they normally get. There you go. All right, here's yours. Just gonna start to prepare your signature beverage.
Let's give it a round of applause for the cappuccinos!
Just need to brew some espressos, and then I'll be back and telling you what's going on here. So, for me, when I work in the bar, the best thing by far is the relationship between me and my guests. I brew them amazing coffee, and in return, I get their feedbacks and their smiles. One of the things that never fails in this relationship is to let them smell the dry aromas of the coffee we brew them. So please take this glass, give it a little shake, bring it up to your nose, and smell the aromas. To me, this is one of the great starts of what we do. Our job as a barista is then how do we make these grounds come alive? For me, we do this best by brewing clear and elegant hand-brewed filter coffee, which is what you have in the next cup. Please go ahead. For me, this is the best way of making it to come alive. You get this sort of mouth-watering, refreshing sensation that always makes you long for more. You can get this distinctiveness in the espresso as well. But because it's such a compact and complex drink, I want to try and move the bitterness a little bit away. I'm doing this by serving you a glass of tonic So if you want to take, not now, but in a little second, take a big sip of the tonic. This will create this palate confusion that will allow you to focus on the good things for me in the espresso. The acidity, the sweetness, the aromas. Make sure to give the espresso a swirl also before you drink it. Go ahead, and you're welcome to repeat the process if you want. Hope you had some good coffee experience. It's been a pleasure serving you guys. Time.
Let's give it up for the World Barista Championship competitor number 52, Barista Champion of Denmark, Rasmus Gamrath! Rasmus, if you come and join me here. Well done.
Thanks,
Congratulations,
Thanks.
that was a great performance.
Thank you.
I'm always intrigued about the coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee guys, that's what we do. Tell me a little bit about your coffee, how you came to choose it for competition.
It's an absolutely amazing coffee. We've had it for 4 years now, and I think this year's harvest is probably the best I've ever tasted from Kieni. It's just amazing in the aromas, and the sweetness is mind-blowing.
You make me want to taste it talking about it.
Yeah.
The performance was really good. Tell me a little bit about your signature beverage and again how you came to choose to do that.
Yeah. Sometimes I think for these competitions it can be a little bit hard how to incorporate what we really focus on in the bar. And I work in a very simple bar where we only have a menu with 9 different drinks. And a lot of what I do for this signature beverage sort of incorporates all of these drinks into one.
That's fantastic. Listen, one last time, if we put our hands together for World Barista Championship competitor number 52, Barista Champion of Denmark, Rasmus Gamrath!
Thanks, man.